So the process of designing a game is very much like climbing up a tree. Every branch is a potential decision point, a different way the design can go. We're getting better and better at knowing which branches we should take. You know, what fundamental dynamics are more entertaining, more fun to play with.
You see, Will is the guy who came up with the idea for Spore, and he was the one leading its development at Maxis. However, many see him as more than just a mere game designer. His most die-hard fans see him as a visionary. This is the guy responsible not only for Spore, but The Sims and SimCity, two of the most groundbreaking simulation games ever. Despite what you may think of them in today's gaming climate, these games were revolutionary when they came out. For starters, these games were made with one thing in mind: player freedom. Rather than railroading players towards specific, clear-cut objectives like most strategy games, SimCity and The Sims both allow players to do basically whatever the hell they want and set their own goals. Or in other words, they're some of the earliest sandbox games. That's not to say that there are no objectives built into these games, because there absolutely are. Like, if you want to keep playing The Sims, at the bare minimum, you have to keep them alive. And it may be fun to destroy part of your city with Godzilla, but if you do that too much, you won't really have anything left to play with. These games teach us not only that we're all sociopathic monsters deep down, but that if we want to get anywhere, we have to learn how to tame the monster. After all, inside all of us, there are two wolves. The one that wants to drown your sim, and the one that wants the achievement for your sim becoming a famous rock star. Which one will win? Each and every player chooses how they want to play the game, even if that means destroying everything they've built just because it's fun. Half of The Sims' current player base is just people who want to watch their own creations be trapped within living nightmares because it's funny to watch the world burn. That's why we're doing it in real life. In essence, Will Wright was aiming to create digital playgrounds for players to frolic around in. The Sims is more so designed to be a tool for creativity than it is meant to be a traditional game. In fact, Will Wright refers to his creations as toys rather than games for this very reason.
When I was a kid, I actually attended Montessori school up to 6th grade in Atlanta, Georgia. There was a failure-based aspect to learning there that was very important. And it wasn't until later as I started making games that I really actually think of them more as toys. People call me a game designer, but I really think of these things more as toys.